Bueno, vamos a continuar. Vamos a hablar con esta gente de aquí a ver qué tal.
Hey you,
What do you want?
I want to warn you, if you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
¿Qué cazáis?
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them, once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
¿Por qué es tan peligrosa esta zona?
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
¿Dónde puedo conseguir mejor equipo?
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Háblame más de las zonas de la colonia.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
¿Dónde puedo conseguir un mapa?
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
¿Por qué? ¿No vende los mapas?
Why? Doesn't he sell the maps?
If you get enough ore to pay for them.
Gracias por tu ayuda.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind.
Bueno, y vamos a hablar con el compañero, que este es el cazador. Estás cazando, ¿verdad?
You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do, to start with. Then we'll see.
Vale, aquí tienes. Toma una cerveza y háblame de la caza.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
¿Qué más puedes contarme acerca de la caza?
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
Vale, por lo visto este es instructor y nos enseña a despellejar reptiles, arrancar garras, despellejar y sacar dientes a cambio de puntos de habilidad y de pepitas de mineral. Vale, pues como nosotros no tenemos nada, pide mucho a cambio de tus consejos.
You're demanding a lot for your advice.
Possibly, but you can earn a lot of ore with this knowledge. All the animals you kill without knowing how to cut them up will just rot away. That's a wasted opportunity of skinning them and selling the fur at a high price. If I were you, I'd try to gain this knowledge as soon as possible.
Venga, pues nada, le vamos a decir que atrás. Y fin. Bueno, ya sabemos que el tío este nos enseñará cosas sobre la casa. Mira, ahí tenemos un bichejo solo. Vale, si damos primero el nuestro, vamos. Venga, vamos a coger lo que tenga, que es carne. Mira, aquí tenemos otro.
Put the weapon away! Put it away! Lucky for you, but I would have enjoyed polishing your mug.
Vale. ¿Cuánto tenemos de 380? Nos faltan 120 todavía para subir. Mira, aquí tenemos una planta. La planta esta no, nada. Vale, vamos a abrir, vamos a comernos unas vallitas de estas. Vale. Nos faltan 40 puntitos para subir. ¿Por aquí habrá algo? Por cierto, vamos a guardar. ¡Oh, oh, oh! Hostia, eso tiene que pegar tela. Y esos cambios de luces, tío, es lo que me tiene mosqueado. ¿Lo notáis, no? Que se pone un poco amarillenta la pantalla. Mira, una plantita. Otra valla que nos viene muy bien para irnos curando. Un vaso. Vale, este es el puente donde estaban los guardias. Guardia del puesto y guardia del puesto. Una cerveza. Bueno, pues acabamos de subir de nivel. Nos ha quitado media vida porque este es un carroñero ya adulto. Este no es un carroñero joven. Y nos da 2 de carnes. Vale. Y vamos a comernos... Vale, si ahora vemos esto, tenemos nivel 1. Ahora para el siguiente nivel 1500. Y tenemos 10 puntitos de habilidad. La misión en el campamento viejo. Misiones completadas, misiones fallidas, información general. Ahí hay 1, 2, hay 3.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego dice que tengo que reunirme con él en el campamento.
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
¿Alguna novedad?
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
Vale, y este también es un guardia normal. Nada. Este es un guardia normal.
Same old story.
Estos barriles ni nada. Guardia. Ah, mira, este es sombra.
Something about that story after all.
Ah, you're probably right.
I doubt that's ever like. I'd better keep out of it.
I'm not listening to your black.
If you think.
¿Qué tengo que hacer para ser aceptado en la Guardia de Gómez?
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
What do I have to do to get accepted as one of Gomez's guards?
You're kidding. You think you could just come in here strutting and get straight to the top, or what? Gomez has only the best people for guards. You're gonna have to work your way up like everyone else and prove your loyalty as a shadow.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
¿Quién manda por aquí?
Who calls the shots around here?
Forrest controls all that goes on in the camp. Diego's his lieutenant. If you want to get anywhere here, they're the guys you need to talk to.
You have to watch
Vale.
what you tell people.
¿Aquí todo el mundo trabaja para Gómez?
Do all the people here work for Gomez?
Nah, most of them are just ordinary diggers. Only we guards in the shadows are with
I
Gomez.
doubt that's ever likely to change.
¿Qué hacen los cavadores?
What do the diggers do?
That's a good question. We shouldn't even really let those mud-eaters out of the mine. When they've been in the mine for a while, they come out here to spend their loot. Once they've squandered the lot, they go back into the mine. That's what most people around here do. You look like you're cut out for more than just swinging a pickaxe. You should have a word with Forrest, if you haven't already.
Vale, ¿qué hacen las sombras?
What do the shadows do?
The shadows see to it that Gomez's orders are obeyed. Most of them are common bootlickers trying to work their way up through the ranks. If you want to make it anywhere around here, that's the way to go. You do your chores long enough without failing, and you may become one of us. Once you're with Gomez, nobody in the entire colony will push you around anymore, kid.
¿Y qué hacen los guardias?
What do the guards do?
We guard the camp and protect the diggers. We get paid by Gomez and the diggers pay us protection money. It's a pretty lucrative business.
Some people never learn.
Vale, pues venga. Vámonos. Y el sombra este. Hola.
Hi.
What do you want?
¿Qué puedes decirme del campamento?
What can you tell me about the camp?
I guess the most interesting part of it is the marketplace. If you're looking for anything in particular, that's the place to go. It's the place under the large roof, south of the outer ring.
¿A qué gente debo conocer por aquí?
That's how it goes.
What people should I know around here?
If you get into any trouble with the guards, go and see Gravo. You'll find him at the bathing place, near the castle gate. He deals with guys who get into trouble. It happens quicker than you'd expect, especially to newcomers.
Something about that story after all.
Vale. Quiero ser un sombra.
I want to be a shadow.
Oh, have you talked to Diego yet?
Something about that story after all.
Don't listen to all the blathering.
I better keep out of it.
Yeah, I have.
Good. You just do as he says then.
All the
It didn't do me any harm.
If you think.
Well, not really, anyway.
people always talk.
Same old
Vale, ¿y dónde puedo
every time.
encontrar?
There must be something about that story after all.
Vale, esto ya.
Don't listen
Nada.
to all the blathering.
Y fin.
Wouldn't like-
Estos son dos guardias normales.
Well, hang on. Better
Un
not go
sombra.
rushing into anything.
Green y Diego. Mira, aquí está Diego. Vamos a hablar con él. Háblame del campamento, viejo.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
I doubt that's ever like it.
¿Qué hay de los otros dos campamentos?
What about the 2 other camps?
The 2 other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
Vale, cuéntame más cosas de la barrera.
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here? But you've only just arrived.
People always talk.
Take care.
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Green. Soy nuevo aquí.
I am new here.
Just arrived, have you? I'm Grim. I haven't been here for long either. I was thrown in with the load before you.
¿Cómo es la vida aquí?
What's life like here?
Easy going. As long as you pay your share of protection money to the guards.
¿Qué tengo que hacer si quiero que me admitan en este campamento?
What do I have to do if I want to get admitted to this camp?
Well, first of all, you have to become a shadow. Therefore, you have to find somebody who supports you, somebody who explains everything to you and takes responsibility for you. If I was you, I'd try to keep close to Diego. I did it like that. He's quite all right. He'll make you take the test of faith. That's different from everybody. Then there'll be some other smaller tasks from other shadows. If you manage them, you'll be with us.
Better not go rushing into anything.
¿Cuál fue tu prueba de fe?
What was your test of faith?
I can't tell you, man. You have to be silent about things like that here.
Up ages ago. Maybe.
Venga, vale.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Ah, mira, este es Taurus. Vamos a hablar con él. No parece que dejes entrar a todo el mundo en el castillo.
You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
Si te doy algo de mineral, ¿me dejarías entrar en el castillo?
If I gave you a certain amount of ore, would you let me in the castle?
For a certain
A
amount.
cambio de algo de mineral.
How much?
Well, it'd have to take a while to count the ore. Long enough to make sure me and my boys are busy counting while you slip by.
So tell me, how much?
1,000 nuggets should be enough.
1,000 nuggets?
1000 pepitas.
Well, you could join up with Gomez. That'd get you in the castle for free.
You're very probably right.
Vamos a decirle que quiero trabajar para Gómez.
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Diego dice que tú decides en quién se interesa Gómez.
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego.
There was a time when things would have gone very
¿Por qué no me pones a prueba?
Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. He'll test you. And if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Debe haber algo que quieres que se haga.
There must be something you want done.
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit above you, kid. You just stick to the tasks your patron sets for you.
That's really not my problem.
Soy muy capaz para hacer lo que me pidas.
I'm quite capable of doing anything you tell me to.
Oh,
Soy pesadito,
so
¿eh?
you're intent on failing, eh? There is one thing that only someone who's not with Gomez can see to. But I'm warning you, you blow this and you'll be in mighty big trouble.
Estoy listo para la labor que me encomiendes.
I'm ready for your task.
What I'm about to tell you is between you and me, and nobody else must ever hear about it. Understood?
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. His name's Mordrag. He's been stealing from the ore barons. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy has the nerve to come to our camp and sell our stolen goods to our boys. He's gone too far. But he knows I can't do anything about it.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of the mages.
Me parece que tu problema son los magos.
Sounds to me like the mages are your problem.
Yeah, but they're a problem that's hard to solve. A few years back, one of the shadows tried to stab the High Magician of the Circle of Fire while he was sleeping. They found him later in the Outer Ring. In fact, he was scattered all over the Outer Ring.
¿Por qué protegen los magos a ese tal Mordrag?
Why do the mages protect that Mordrag?
Because they use him as a gopher. Our local mages are in contact with the mages over in the new camp. They often send gophers back and forth. They're likely to become very unpleasant if I throw one of their gophers out of the camp or have him killed.
What about me? What do you think
yo?
the mages will do to me?
You're new here. You'll be okay. But I'm responsible for what my boys do. That's why it's vital that you keep your mouth shut.
Vale, ¿dónde puedo encontrar a Mordrag?
Where can I find Mordrag?
You'll find him at the south gate on the other side of the castle, just beyond the entrance. The bastard wouldn't dare come any further into the camp.
¿Quieres que mate a ese tipo?
Do you want me to kill the guy?
I want you to make sure I never see his face around here again. I don't care how you do it.
Me encargaré de ello.
I'll take care of it.
Bueno, vamos a hablar con Diego otra vez. He hablado con Taurus.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
¿Qué tengo que hacer para que me acepten en el campamento?
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
¿Dónde está la gente importante?
Where do I find the important people?
Well, you're looking at one of them. Then there's Thoris. You already know him. As for the others, you'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
Vale, ¿quién puede enseñarme?
Who can teach me?
Start with Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left and you'll be heading for the arena.
¿Qué es la prueba de fe?
What's the test of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
Si Si la lista es tan importante, ¿por qué me la iba a dar?
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him.
Vale, ¿y dónde puedo encontrar la vieja mina?
Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. It'll show you the way to the mine. He lives to the left of the north gate.
¿Puedes enseñarme algo?
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
Vale, destreza y fuerza. Destreza y fuerza. Vale.
Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
¿Qué hay de mi estima dentro del campamento?
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
The business with Mordrag is really quite a job. He's not bad as a warrior. You should exercise if you really want to defeat him. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
Vale.
Take care.
Hasta luego, Diego. Bueno, vamos a guardar la partida. Un guardado rápido, pero vamos a guardar también aquí. Y vamos a guardar aquí. Saga 2. Perfecto. Aquí ahí tenemos un cofre. El colega Diego se va a acostar. Vamos a salir entonces de ahí.
What's up, anyway?
Coño, se van todos. La hostia, se van todos a las habitaciones. Vale, este se sienta.
Hey, you! Get out of here! That was lucky.
Vale, este está despierto también. ¿Yo puedo dormir aquí? Dormir hasta la mañana siguiente. Dormir hasta mediodía, hasta la noche siguiente. Dormir hasta medianoche. Vamos a probar aquí. Venga, te dejo tu cama, Diego. Joder, si es medianoche, ¿por qué no están dormidos esta gente, tío? Tetera. Bueno, pues vamos a ver.
Hey, you!
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it. but it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
Coño. ¿Me estás amenazando?
Is that a threat?
On the contrary, it's an offer of friendship.
Puedo cuidar de mí mismo.
You mean you want me to pay protection money? No thanks. I can take care of myself.
Have it your own way, kid. You'll soon regret turning down a friendly offer.
See ya.
Take care of yourself, kid.
Coño, aquí la gente no duerme, no se acuesta, tío. Tantos ahí sentados, macho.
Hey, you! You're learning fast.
Hey, you! The right decision.
Mira, este es un cavador.
What's life like here?
If you've been sent by the ore barons, tell them I don't want no trouble. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm satisfied with what they give us.
Nobody sent me. I only just got here.
A new one, huh? Newcomers always get into trouble pretty quick. I don't want to get involved, okay?
Bueno, este...
Hey, you! So, you do know what's good for you.
Coño, están todos dentro de las casas, tío. Ahí hay otro. Diego, déjame dormir, anda. Que voy a... hasta la mañana siguiente. A ver si así tanto fuera de las casas, tío. Vale, vamos a guardar aquí.